jobs are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Looking to make technology work for your business instead of the other way around? Visit brentech.ms today. From reliable network infrastructure and wireless internet to cloud or on-premise backups, Brentech has solutions that keep your business connected, secure, and running smoothly. Don't let tech headaches slow you down. Discover how Brentech can simplify and elevate your business at brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. Brentech, technology made easy.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying that made the times you live in be interesting? We have accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
But when you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal. And they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now. And I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a white like me.
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay and
Boom, shakalaka boom. You've tuned in to the Free Range Human Show Choice, your daily dose of reality radio. It starts right now. This is the Clay Edwards Show. I am, of course, Clay Edwards, coming at you Live live here on the 50,000 watt blowtorch, 1039 FM WYAB. We're streaming worldwide on the Mazda of Jackson live stream at Save JXN, on the YouTubes, on the X's, formerly known as Twitter, and of course on Rumble. And we're also on the backup YouTube channel at Clay Edwards Show, if for some reason you need to get over there. Welcome in, everybody, this morning. It's a Tuesday, a terrible Tuesday, a Testosterone Tuesday. I see that there in the live chat already getting feisty over there. Was that Justin up in Tennessee? Says, happy Testosterone Tuesday. Boom, shakalaka boom. Good morning, everybody. I do apologize for taking the day off yesterday, but hey, I went out of town this weekend. Didn't know how late I was going to be getting back Sunday, planned a rerun, and just, decided to take a day, to take a Sunday off. Because see, when you do this for a living at 7 a.m., you really can't you almost have to take 2 days off to take a day off. So I just decided to take Sunday off and not have to do any show prep and just woosah, man. I needed it. I needed a little mental detox for a little bit. We've been going hard and heavy here for a minute now without any mental breaks. Just nonstop content, radio show content. So I just kind of taking a little breather, and I'm back. I'm ready. And man, did they give us some content to discuss this morning. Getting everything pulled up here. Because I don't care if I missed yesterday or not. We're going to talk about things I would have talked about yesterday on top of things that we're going to talk about today. But first, the LS Autoplex text line is 769-241-1944. 769-241-1944. We'll open up the phone lines in the next segment. And that number, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just give that number out. Well, if you got a pen in your hand, it's 601-879-0002. Now, let me say it really slow, like I'm Gavin Newsom talking to a room full of Democrats in Atlanta, Georgia. The number 601 8 7 9 0 0 0 2. Got to talk slow for the people in the back and in the front. Would y'all golf clap? Would y'all clap like a few seals for me now? Y'all claps for me now. Boy, I got some things to say about that. Oh, I got some things to say about Gavin Newsom, man. Oh, yeah, I tell you what, man, y'all making it so hard on me. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be a better man. Trying to be a better man. And two worlds didn't collide over the weekend. Southern blacks and Gavin Newsom, just like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage getting together and forming the mega powers. Yeah, brother. Oh, so much good content. Woo! Can't wait. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save that. We're gonna save that. It ain't coming just yet. Because some American excellence, there's a particular group of people who like to talk about their ethnicity and excellence in this country. But what we have here is American excellence on a Testosterone Tuesday, where you can always text Clay to 601-800-5130 and get a complimentary testosterone screening from my good friends over at Men's Health of Mississippi. But do not forget that they also can be your general physician. That's right. That's $200 a month. You can go to the doctor as often as you want. And you can even text them to get your refills sent in. We'll tell you more about that as we go today. We're going to introduce you to a new show sponsor today too, Cowden Electric. So stay tuned for that. Man, I know you guys, we're going into storm season. You're going to need a generator. Well, we got you covered here on the Clay Edwards Show with Cowden Electric. We're going to tell you a little bit more about them as we go. Let's get it started, shall we? Congratulations, man, to Team USA. USA, USA, USA. America. American badasses. Y'all want to see what an American badass looks like? If you're watching on the Mazda of Jackson live stream, I got a photo pulling up here right. That right there, my friends, that is an American badass right there. That man has got a whole gold medal off in his mouth with the broken teeth. And no, he did not break the teeth chewing on the gold medal. But you know what? I like that version of the story too. That's what I would tell my kids. Yeah. I ate gold medals for breakfast. And I broke a tooth. You may want to wait till the grandkids that. But either way. Shout out to USA Hockey. Slayed the dragon that was Canadian hockey. Winning gold for the first time since the Miracle on Ice back in 1980. It's good stuff there, man. Now, look, I'm going to be 100 with y'all. I don't watch the Olympics. I don't care. What is that? It's Jack Hughes, right? That's holding the gold in his mouth. The guy that with the broken teeth. That's just a great photo right there. That needs to be celebrated. And that's what we're doing this morning. We're celebrating it. America. But anyhow, with all that said, let me get back to my other screen here. With all that said, I didn't watch a second of the Olympics. So I don't want to come strolling in here like I was Mr. Olympian by any means, because I was told by the Olympians that they showed me on the news that MAGA wasn't welcomed at these Olympics. I was told this was the transgender LGBTQ rainbow supremacist Olympics. So, hey, you know what? I don't argue with them. All right, cool. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it over there. It's just not my jam. I don't really care about the Olympics. If we win, great. We're going to celebrate it. And I pull for my country. I'm not one of these people who pull against America just because it's a bunch of nut job, fruitcake, rainbow supremacists over there participating. Because, nothing will make them more upset than MAGA pulling for them. Oh, man, what are they going to say? Yes, go. We're going. We're inclusivity, diversity, all that. Yeah. Go do your thing, boo-boo. Go win. Go bring home the gold. But I ain't got to watch it. I don't care about the curling. I don't care about the running. I don't care about the cycling. I don't care about the swimming. I don't care about none of that stuff. It just doesn't do anything for me. Bring back Greco-Roman wrestling. What are y'all doing? Bring back the man stuff. Now, hockey is definitely a man thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did the women win gold too? Did I see that right in hockey? The women's hockey won. I didn't even know women played hockey. Shouldn't they have been making some sandwiches or something for the men's team? Oh, but they're not going to the women aren't going to the White House. Did I hear that right too? Oh, okay. Yeah, back to the kitchen for them. Back to the kitchen. But man, I ain't got no problem selling. I might not have watched a second of it, but I don't watch hockey. I don't watch any arena sports except wrestling. I just don't care. I just don't. But I'm glad we won. And I think the way we won was badass. And I think the liberal meltdown over Kash Patel being in the locker room, pounding back a beer was badass. Calling Donald Trump on the phone and them getting the invite to the State of the Union was badass. The liberal meltdown. Did I mention the liberal meltdown? Making it all the sweeter. You got to love it. You got to love it. And then, man, when they came back to just a hero's welcome, we got so many videos that we can play on this thing that I don't even know where to start. I truly don't. Let's see here. Do we want to start with USA hockey player Matthew Tkachuk? Am I saying that right? Revealing that he loves President Trump. He loves that President Trump called and gave his support to the Winter Olympics. Should we start with President Trump calling and congratulating them? We just got so many directions we can go with this. Let's start with Donald Trump. How about that? Let me pull this up. And for all you people, Clay needs a producer. All I'm allowed to do is cue one video at a time. I can't cue more than one video. So you get what you get with this. Whether it's Clay over here twisting these knobs or a producer over here twisting these knobs, the result is the same thing. You can only cue one video at a time. So we're cueing the video. Oh, man, this is so good. Now, when we get there, we got them all saved to my favorites on X, so it's not going to be a big deal. But let me get it all pretty here because I need y'all to see me as much as I need y'all to see them. I'm the main event here. I am the main event, not the hockey players that won the gold. So let's get this pulled up here. Let's turn the volume on. All right, we got that. Boom, shaka, laka, boom. Everybody's having a good day this morning. I'm pumped up as if you can't tell. I got a good night's sleep last night. That usually means it's going to be a good show today. All right, here we go. This President Trump in the locker, or President Trump on the phone, the Cash Money Patel is holding, congratulating Team USA.
Watch 1 minute. 1 minute. And by the way, your goalie played not bad.
Howie, say hi. Howie, say hi to him.
How you doing, Don? I have seen hockey goalies have slightly worse games. It's unbelievable, and you were all unbelievable. And that team is pretty good you played. I don't know if it's not going to begin anytime soon, right? You know, I tell you what, I just told my people 2 minutes ago, I didn't know they'd be calling. I said, we're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night, it's the biggest.
We're in.
Yeah.
Can you pick us up in Miami on Tuesday morning?
Yeah,
Tuesday morning.
Close the northern border. We'll get the cash and we'll get the military to get you guys over.
Okay, let's go.
Boys are going to the State of the Union. The nice thing about being president is I can tell you, you don't have to worry about the weather or landing. So we don't care if it's snowing, if it's the worst blizzard, we'll be sailing through that sucker just like you did on the ice.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Now we'll do it at the White House anytime. What would really be cool, and we'll do the White House the next day, we'll just have some fun. We have medals for you guys. And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. Absolutely. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay? But anyway, boy, if you could work that out, I would be honored to have you. I'll introduce you to the whole...
I got it, boss. I got it.
Okay, you got it, Cash.
I'm on it.
Cash is doing it. I'm happy.
I'm fucking on it.
All right, so we'll stop there. We will stop there. Let's take a break real quick, and we'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show. We got so much more to go this morning. We're going to run out of time before we run out of content today. We're live on the Mazda Jackson live stream. Y'all can jump in there at Save JXN on Facebook. I'm sorry, not on Facebook. On YouTube, on X, on Rumble, at Save JXN. And, of course, 103.9 FM, WYAB, the most powerful 50,000-watt news talk, non-radio, non-music station in the state of Mississippi. Did I mention that you're listening to the number one morning talk show? The Clay Edwards Show. Don't go nowhere. Buckle up. Buckle up.
103.9 WYAB.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Are you craving a home-cooked meal without the hassle? Come over to McBee's Bar and Grill in Ridgeland for their Blue Plate lunch specials. Served up every weekday, at McBee's it's a different entree every day. Chicken spaghetti on Mondays, beef tip Tuesday, pork chop Wednesday, spaghetti Thursday, and catfish Fridays. And McBee's Blue Plate lunch comes with 2 classic southern sides and cornbread or a roll. McBee's specials are served every weekday from 11 to 2. McBee's, buzzing the res since 1982.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
When second's making a play, short's got it covered.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show here on WYAB, streaming worldwide on the Mazda Jackson live stream over at Save JXN, YouTube, X, and Rumble. And of course, we're on 103.9 FM WYAB here in Central Mississippi. Man, oh man, what just a big weekend it was for America here in politics and the culture war, everything. The Dems would have you believe that nobody loves America, that everybody hates Donald Trump, and anybody supports Donald Trump just vile racisms. I just beg y'all. This is the same thing they did in 2016. It's the same thing they did in 2020. They're a loud minority, and they do not matter. Don't get brainwashed by the mainstream media and by social media. We are the majority. There's no real Trump voter out there that's changed their mind in the first year, unless they're just absolutely ate up with this Epstein derangement syndrome nonsense. Stay focused. Stay firm. Put that red hat on and punk slap anybody that questions anything. You got to stand up. You have to stand up. This segment can be brought to you by friends over at, well, it is a Testosterone Tuesday. I told you I was going to tell you about it. Text Clay 800-601-800-5130. Text Clay to Men's Health and Women's Wellness Mississippi. Get on the schedule this week. Get over there and get your testosterone checked. You're going to start working out better. You're going to start losing more weight. You're going to start sleeping better. You're going to have less anxiety. You're going to feel more driven. Did I mention you're going to have better sex? I just don't know any other way to say it. Just be very blunt about it. I don't think y'all understand the word libido. So let me just tell you in layman's terms. The fireworks going to go off in that bedroom once that testosterone kicks in. It might take us 6 to 8 weeks to really get to clicking on all cylinders, but once it does, I expect a Christmas card from you or from your old lady just thanking me. Clay, I don't know what I would have done without this. Nah, do I have to say anything else? Go get the dang testosterone check. Text Clay, 601-800-5130. Don't go Googling it either, because for whatever reason, y'all always Google the wrong place. Then you tell me, Clay, I went to their location in Brandon. They do not have a location in Brandon. That's another company with a similar name. That's why we set up the text line. Or you just text Clay and let them take care of the rest. Text Clay, 601-800-5130, Men's Health Mississippi. All right, let's jump back on this hockey thing for a minute. I got a few videos I want to play before we shift gears here. And again, the absolute outrage of the mainstream media has been hilarious, if nothing else. Before we play this video real quick, I've got the Huffington Post, talk about a dead newspaper, a dead website. They have a headline. Now, I think they've had to delete this, or was it Washington Post who had to delete theirs? You know, it doesn't really matter. They're both a bunch of losers. But the Huffington Post had a headline that says, of course, I put it where I can't quite read it now because that's just what I do. It says, basically, are you watching the Olympics? Does the American flag and USA chants turn you off right now? Well, you're not alone. And Jimmy's famous seafood restaurant comes in with a big F go F yourself right up under it. I don't know where Jimmy's Seafood is located. I'm not even a big seafood guy, but I'm suddenly wanting to go spend some money at Jimmy's Seafood. I'm sure they got some chicken tenders or something I'll eat there. But that's great. That's great. American exceptionalism, American excellence. Not black excellence, not white excellence, not Asian excellence, not any other excellence, American excellence. And what's even better is we beat North Mexico to win it. Clay, what's North Mexico? Canada. All Canada's good for is keeping our beer cold in the summer. I don't even eat maple syrup. It's not good for you. That's their greatest export, maple syrup. Their greatest export is maple syrup. Anyway, let's listen to Matthew Tkachuk. I can't pronounce his name. It doesn't matter. Matthew Merica. Let's listen to him talk about how cool it was that Donald Trump called him to the locker room.
President. It was super cool. It was an honor. You know, it really is hearing from the President of the United States. Hearing that, he was supporting us and all the other athletes and wanting us all to bring home as many gold medals as we can. So we're definitely honored to represent him and the millions, hundreds of millions across the country and bring a gold medal back.
How cool is that? How cool is that? Now let's listen to the man. Was it Jack Hughes? The man that scored the game-winning goal? The man with the missing tooth that's going to be iconic forever. If that had been an NBA player who broke a tooth during the middle of a game, I'm going to even go back to like the Dream Team guys. No, not the first Dream Team guys, but let me not be biased. Let's go back to, let's say, since LeBron James has been in the league and anybody not named Kobe Bryant. If anybody not named Kobe Bryant had broke a tooth playing a little basketball in the Olympics, which is the worst sport in the world, I can watch soccer more than I can watch basketball. They'd have stopped the game, full stop, and they wouldn't have started back, by the way. It's like when that player almost died in the NFL game a few years ago on Monday night or Thursday Night Football from the COVID vaccine, allegedly, of course. And they just stopped the game, and that was it. They just forfeited. Well, they didn't even forfeit it. They just said, it's a draw. What do you mean it's a draw? It's a regular season game. This is the Olympics. Anyway, they would have stopped the game. They'd have loaded him on an ambulance, on a gurney. They'd have probably airlifted him, medevac, to the hospital over a broken tooth. Clay, there could be some nerve damage. His mom is waiting there. But not Jack. Not the USA hockey team. They got some kind of superpower from it. That broken tooth was like kryptonite for Canada. This is our Superman right here. Let's hear what he has to say real quick.
But the best part is for, like I was saying this, the day of the gold medal, it's for all the guys that have come before us and, all the young kids that are going to come after us. So just like, when I was a kid, I was growing up dreaming of being where I'm at now, and in 10 years there's going to be another Austin Matthews, there's going to be another Matthew Tkachuk and another Quinn Hughes. So that's why we play, and we want to, leave USA hockey in a better place than it was when we first got there.
Boy, he's not a Democrat. You can tell he is not a Democrat. You know what he just said there that gave it away? How I know he's not a Democrat? He said, we want to leave it better than we found it. Never in the history of ever has a Democrat left something better than they found it. I'm nodding my head no for the people on the radio. That ain't how they work. Democrats move like a cancer cell. Anything it touches, it kills. Let's take a break. We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show. Hey, what are you eating for lunch today? If you go to McBee's, it's beef tips and rice. It's their biggest day of the week. You better get there early. 11 to 2, beef tips and rice is on the blue plate. But hey, if that ain't your jam, other blue plate specials include, but not limited to. Well, actually, they are limited to. That's the whole point of it being a blue plate special. Country fried steak, hand-battered country fried steak, hamburger steak, and, of course, grilled chicken with a wide assortment of daily sides that are available every day. So, if you got a favorite side somewhere, there's nothing worse than, I want to go get that particular side order. And you get there, oh, that's not available today. Like, before we go to the commercial here, like I got a pet peeve. If you sell anything that has a breaded crust on it, not named fried catfish, fried chicken, fried pork chop, country fried steak, and you don't have mashed potatoes and gravy available on that day, you just have rice and gravy, I'm protesting. I'm not eating. It's like when I go somewhere that has really, really good mozzarella sticks, but their marinara is terrible. Or somewhere that has amazing buffalo wings, but they don't make their own homemade ranch. They pour that creamy ranch out of the big jar. Ugh. Why would you pour? I don't want to make any bad analogies and ruin anybody's appetite this morning. Never mind. Just know. They got mashed potatoes every day over at McBee's. We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show. 103.9 FM, WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
103.9 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credit, and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Men, let's talk about low testosterone. Do you suffer from any of these symptoms? Low sex drive, ED. Are you always tired, depressed? You have loss of muscle mass? You're obese? Maybe you have loss of focus and drive? Then you, my friends, may suffer from low testosterone. Let my buddies over at Men's Health in Mississippi, located right there in Madison, check your numbers today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. Check them out online at menshealthms.com. That's menshealthms.com. Men's Health Mississippi.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness in Mississippi. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness in Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show on 103.9 FM WIAB. This segment brought to you by our friends over at, how about my friends right there at Mazda Jackson, where you can get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all the 2025 Mazda CX-5s they got left there on the lot, as well as, man, it's so early in the 2026 to be getting 1.9% for 63 months on these 26 models. But if you want to get a 26 model, you want to save a little money or a lot of money on that interest, how about a CX-90, a CX-50, or the amazing Mazda 3? All of those are available right now with approved credit, of course. 1.9% financing for 63 months. And don't forget, all new Mazdas from Mazda Jackson come with a complimentary free year. I guess free and complimentary are the same thing. Come with a free year of basic maintenance. That's your oil changes and all that good stuff, tire rotations and more. Swing by today. You can shop them online 365 at MazdaJackson.com. 365 24/7 at MazdaJackson.com. Or, of course, in person right there, 55 at Briarwood Drive, right next to Cowboy Maloney Electric City. All right. Let's see here. I think we've kind of been to the end of that topic. Let's read a couple of your text messages and a couple of your online chats here before we shift gears. Let me pull the chats back up. Wrong thing, wrong button. Mansplain says Northern Mexico's other export is Crown Royal. How dare I forget? I'm not a big Crown Royal guy. I don't dislike it. I like, what is that, Crown Vanilla? Is that right? Is it Crown Vanilla? I know that they have a Crown Caramel too, I think. And regular Crown. They're all really good. They're just really sweet. Like if I do Crown, I have to do it with a Diet Coke because it's already got enough. It's already sweet enough. You do it with a regular Coke, and it's just like too sweet. Not NWO style or a Bullet Club. Sweet. Anyway, real quick, man, I did watch the telltale end of WWE Raw last night. Just because, and I don't watch it anymore. I really don't. We are getting closer to WrestleMania, so I try to keep up with what's going on. But AJ Styles, man, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, one of the last of the Mohicans. I'm telling you, as these guys retire, I'm probably not going to be watching wrestling anymore because I just can't do all these new little flippity-floppity, rainbow supremacist, gender-neutral characters and comic book characters and all that stuff. They're just not man. They're not men. Ma'am. Anyway, but at the tail end of it, man, I thought it was going to be a swerve because he had his last match over at the Royal Rumble. He got beat in a loser retires match or whatever. And I was like, no, surely that's an angle. He's not really retiring. He's just got too much left in the tank, like Barry Sanders. Like just so close to greatness. He was great, but so much left in the tank. Why would you do that to us fans? And at the tail end, they brought the Undertaker out, and he retired the Undertaker in his last match, his last Mania match. Well, technically, Undertaker won that, but he retired after that cinematic match during the COVID year WrestleMania, which is a really great match, worth going back to watch, just for entertainment value. But anyway, they ended up inducting him into the Hall of Fame, and I was not expecting that. Like, of all the wrestling, of all the dirt sheets and the rumors and being able to guess what they're going to do, they threw your boy a curveball. They got me last night. I like getting got like that. I like getting caught slipping like that. That was good, man. It hit me in the feels. I'm like, that's my dude, man. I've been watching him since OG NWA TNA days when they were filming in the Nashville Fairgrounds. So to see AJ end up at WWE after having to go around the world to get there, and 10 years later, getting inducted the same year he retires, within a month of retiring, getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, the WWE Hall of Fame at WrestleMania weekend. That's cool, man. That's a Southern dude from the state of Georgia. Never tried to change the way he talked, never changed who he was, never used a fake name. I just always thought that was cool. He's like one of us. So congratulations to AJ Styles, man. That's really cool. Mansplain says, brother, I love cheese sticks and wings too. I do too, brother. I mean, frankly, if you don't love cheese sticks and wings, or at least one or the other, Now, you might not be able to eat it. You may be on a diet. You may have an excuse for why you don't eat them all the time. But if you don't love cheese sticks and or wings, you ain't got to love both. Some people just, cheese ain't their thing. I get it. I think you're a communist, but I get it. We can't be friends. Like, if we can't talk about who's got the best wings and who's got the best cheese sticks, what in the blue hell are we going to talk about? I'm not talking about politics all the time. Mansplain also says, if you're ever in Start Vegas, Two Brothers has the best wings. And he says, dude, Crown Apple plus Sprite equal female lingerie remover. I like it. Keep that in mind. I just think the easiest thing for that is like, what's your margarita number? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? If her margarita number's 4, brother, she's a keeper. Because usually 2 or 3, things get haywire. But she can go to 4. She's a keeper. She can handle her liquor. Let's see here. Justin says on the Ellis Autoplex text line, too bad the women's I love that we make everything plural here. Too bad the women's don't want to join the country in celebrating their win as well. Tell you all you need to know about liberal women. How about the fact that the Seattle Seahawks aren't going to the White House? I mean, paint me shot. The team from Seattle ain't going to the White House. But, what I'm saying? It ain't like all those players are from Seattle. That's the one thing I do like about the NFL is the players that end up at these teams are from all over the place. But they've clearly been indoctrinated by the city that they're in. I think look, man, there's a college sports YouTuber, drawing a blank there, Josh Pates. He's got a really good show on YouTube, and he does some guest hits on ESPN and stuff, on First Take and all that. Is that show still called First Take? Whatever it is. Anyway, it's cold. I'm OG. It used to be called Cold Pizza. And I like to take me back to the cold pizza days. Was that now real quick? That just made me think about it. Is there a better name for a morning talk show that if you're trying to go after like college guys and single guys, sports guys, than cold pizza? Because you know exactly what they're talking about. It's cold leftover pizza for breakfast. Cold pizza. Because that's usually all that men have left in the refrigerators: cold pizza and beer. And a lot of the times the beer's hot and the pizza's cold. But anyway, so Josh Pate interviewed President Trump last week. And I didn't even know he was going to do it. I hadn't watched it yet, but I did watch a video. He did like a reaction video. He was on Outkick, and there's been this huge blowback for him interviewing President Trump because, all the typical people, oh, why are you platforming this man? And he can come on there and he can talk about elections and misinformation, all that bullcrap liberals like to spew every time they see Trump. Bro, you're an idiot if you're in media and you don't take an interview with the president, regardless if you agree with him, disagree with him, whatever. If you have a platform that needs eyeballs to look at it, an opportunity to interview President Trump is going to give you your biggest ratings that you've ever gotten. It's going to bring people to your channel that have never heard of your channel. Some are going to be there to sprinkle some hate, and that counts too. Those views pay just as well. Ask me how I know. And some people are going to be there to show some love. And you got to treat them both the same. And he interviewed the guy. They were like a fast food restaurant or something. It was kind of a weird setting. I thought it was like a green screen, honestly, or AI when I saw the thumbnail, but it was real. Again, they only talked about sports. He didn't get into anything political with him. And he's just being dragged by the liberal sports media. You gotta keep sports and politics separate. Well, hold on, y'all. This is what we've been fighting about for the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years now. Y'all refuse to keep sports, and this goes back to the Olympics thing right now too. The left refuses to keep politics out of sports. But they don't want Donald Trump sprinkled into their sports. But you go kneel for the anthem. You disrespect police. You turn your back to the American flag. You put stop racism in the end zone. Bad Bunny in the halftime show. But they had Beyonce a couple of years ago with that terribly racist song she had, the Black Panther song, Resist or whatever it was called. And I could go on and on and on and on and on. But somehow Trump being interviewed by a college football guy in the South is a line too far. That's the line of demarcation. It's just too much for you. I will gladly trade ever having to see Trump at a college or pro football game again, at a NASCAR race, being interviewed by Clay Travis, Josh Pate, or anybody else, if y'all will just promise to keep politics out of sports. And let's not forget the whole transgender men playing women's sports thing. Very political. And it's all a bunch of people who don't even watch sports. It's the thing that really grinds my gears about it. You know, they didn't have a problem with politics and sports every year when they sent that goofball, something Katz maybe, I can't even remember his name. They sent that goofball to the White House to do the March Madness bracket with Obama's gay ass. They didn't have a problem with sports and politics then. But it's a problem now. Y'all know what I'm going to say. If Democrats, don't want to say it like that. Let's say it like this. If Democrats didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have any standards. Let's take a break. We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Homeowners and business owners, are your gutters and roof storm ready? The folks at Elite Roofing and Gutters are your local experts in storm protection. The team is dedicated to fortifying your residential or commercial location against the elements. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Elite Roofing and Gutters. Online at eliteroofer.com. eliteroofer.com.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Back in 1984, we started the fast service oil change. And for over 40 years, Rapid Oil Change has been the leader in oil changes and fast service. We accept most major fleets and offer local 30-day in-house accounts as well. We do more than just change oil. From tires, wiper blades, tire sensors, just to name a few. Don't forget to show your ride some love with a trip to our Laser Wash 360, the best touchless wash in town, open 24/7. If you're not driving hard with Castrol Edge, come see us today. 6 locations, 6 days a week. We're ready to serve. OilChangeMS.com.
What are people saying about Tom's Fried Pies in Richland?
I'm on a diet. I don't want to be down there at Tom's Fried Pies. We had a good time. When I tell you the crust was flaky, I'm talking about buttery. This was nothing like I've ever tasted. Ever. I mean, I've never tasted anything like that, man. It was nice. Atmosphere was nice. Everybody there was nice. Because I'll be back, even though I don't supposed to with my diet. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Tom'sFriedPies.com. Tom'sFriedPies.com.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals. No damage, no black streaks, just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Hi, this is Allen, nurse practitioner at the MEA Medical Clinic in Flora, Mississippi. Located in the Cotton Exchange Plaza, we are here to provide patient-centered care that is thorough, compassionate, and convenient. Whether you need primary care services or same-day medical care when you aren't feeling your best, we're here to support your health.
MEA
medical clinics.
Pure Air Consultants offers services on your heating and cooling system. It's time to get your heating system serviced. We offer replacement, service, maintenance agreements. It's important because if you have a gas heating system, it can produce carbon monoxide. So you want to make sure you have your system serviced and cleaned to protect your family. You want to make sure your system is safe to run. You can find us on our website at mypureairconsultants.com, mypureairconsultants.com.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. We got a little bit more than a minute this time. I took my break on time. Well, sort of on time. The last segment there. So we got a few minutes here for the top of the hour. Coming up in hour 2, we're taking the gloves off. We're taking the gloves off. Gavin Newsom. Black folks. I'm coming down. Let me quote my former friend and now a lifelong prisoner out there in Rankin County. Let me quote Polo, who coming down your road. We're coming down your road. I know I'm supposed to be turning over a new leaf, a gentler, softer, nicer Clay Edwards. But, I mean, I can't not talk about Gavin Newsom telling black folks, I'm just like you. I can't read either. I mean, he might as well have said, my fire alarm chirps too. I'm just like you. Black folks, I've been told, I had it on good authority going back to about 2018 when I started the Save Jackson page. And I started speaking out on all the corruption and culture rot and in and around Jackson, Mississippi. I was told on good authority, you won't come say that to our faces. You won't say those things to black people's faces. Gavin Newsom just rolled right up into your mama's house, basically, Atlanta, GA, Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. That's some old wrestling fans know what I'm talking about there. He just rolled right up in your mama's house and said, and just slapped you, and y'all golf clapped him. He told you you can't read. He went to your hood, told you you can't read, called you stupid to your faces in Atlanta, GA. And y'all didn't bum rush the stage. You clapped. And he even slowed it down and talked really slow so you would understand. No respect. That's why I can't respect the Democrat, whether it be black, whether it be white, brownses, gayses, or any other versions of it. You let that man roll up in your hood and call y'all stupid to your faces and did nothing. Man, the Democrats got y'all whooped. We'll be right back on the Clay Edwards Show. On the Clay Edwards Show.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB, Pocahontas, Jackson.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. The scrape and chuck of shovels rings out up and down the Northeast a day after a historic winter storm.
The paralyzing storm, a blizzard in some areas, dumped snow from Maryland to Maine. In some cities, the accumulation record was shattered, immobilizing transit. Thousands of flights were canceled or delayed as the storm upended daily routines in some of the nation's biggest cities, including Boston, Philadelphia, and New York, which had its first snow day in 6 years. Providence, Rhode Island got a record 37 inches of snow.
seeing pretty much a lot of snow, a very lot of snow. And temperatures are very cold when that wind blows.
Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle are weighing in on tonight's State of the Union address. Louisiana's Republican Congressman Steve Scalise on CBS Mornings.
It's going to be a real sharp focus on exactly what the president has been doing, working with Congress to make life more affordable for working families.
Michigan's Democratic Senator Alyssa Slotkin tells CBS.
If he can wave his hands and say, try to make you believe what he wants you to believe, the American people aren't stupid. They know that they are spending more this year than they did last year.
President Trump is expected to zero in on the economy during the first State of the Union of his second term. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill set to vote on the first major bill responding to last year's deadly crash between a passenger plane and a military helicopter near Washington, D.C. Transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve.
It's a safety recommendation the NTSB has been pushing for years. The safety board found in their investigation, had that American Airlines regional jet been equipped with this ADSB in, the pilots would have had about a minute to identify the approaching helicopter.
Today marks 4 years since Russia invaded Ukraine. President Zelensky spoke in Kyiv.
What can I say? We need peace, but we have to prepare to any other kind of challenges from Russian side.
Former CBS News Moscow bureau chief Beth Noble.
I don't think anyone thought this war would drag on for 4 years when it began, or that Ukraine would be able to hold out against the Russian war machine for this long.
One brand of weight loss drugs will become a little more affordable next year. Novo Nordisk, smarting from competition from Eli Lilly, says it'll cut list prices for Wegovy and Ozempic by as much as half in January of 2027. It'll go down to $675 a month. Lilly already sells its Zepbound for about $450 for a 30-day supply. This is CBS News.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Jen, I didn't know you shopped here.
Hey, I'm hunting for something fresh for spring.
Oh, girl, skip them all. Jewelry Television has the best spring looks right now.
JTV, way ahead of you. Just hit up JTV.com yesterday. Scored the cutest clover earrings, 2 tennis bracelets, and this gorgeous pearl ring.
Right now, new customers get $20 off any purchase of $99 or more at JTV.com.
Oh, and gold hoops and this turquoise bracelet.
Just a couple things, huh?
Maybe more than a couple.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based.
News this hour is brought to you by the Rusty Healy Agency in Madison. Call Landon Thompson at 601-856-3681 to request a quote or learn more.
Threats and attacks across the metro. Sunny and 60 today with low humidity and high winds again, and that means it's another day where fires could get out of control. Burning outdoors is discouraged. Tonight, partly cloudy and 45, partly sunny and 72 Wednesday. Rain and thunderstorms possible Thursday and Thursday night. With news on 103.9 WYAB, I'm Chris Davis. The University of Mississippi Medical Center now says its clinics are closed through Wednesday because of the cyber attack that happened last week that did some serious damage to their computer and phone systems. Elective surgeries have to be rescheduled, and so do clinic appointments if you have one. At least 4 threats have been made against daycares in Pearl, and police say they have extra officers patrolling both in and out of uniform around those daycares. The department says they are looking into whether those threats are credible, but so far have not been able to confirm that, nor have they been able to nail down where they are coming from. If you live in Jackson or get your water from Jackson Water, you will likely be paying more because a federal judge has approved a proposal to raise the rates by 12%. On average, that's about $9 a month to help cover operating expenses. The city council has opposed the rate increase, saying Jackson Water should find other ways to cover costs. The Ted DiBiase Jr. federal trial is going again. The judge denied DiBiase's lawyers' arguments for a mistrial. They say because of some health issues and an attorney's unavailability that the trial should be put off. The judge didn't think that reason enough. The federal trial is for welfare fraud charges against DiBiase. Cheapest gas in the metro is $2.17. The state average $2.45, says Gas Buddy. More news in 1 hour on 103.9 WYAB. I'm Chris Davis.
Got electrical problems? Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric are here for you. Cowden Electric is your trusted electrician, serving the Jackson area for 3 decades. Electrical repair, service, and home rewiring are just the start of what Cowden Electric can do. Cowden Electric also installs generators to keep your power going when everyone else's lights are out. Plus, LED lighting, remodels, new construction, no job is too small. Visit CowdenElectric.com today to see all that they do. Cowden Electric, powering your home and business.
Since 2012, Brentech Solutions has been keeping Central Mississippi businesses connected and protected. From secure data backup and cloud services with Synology to reliable network design and maintenance, servers, and business Wi-Fi, Brentech truly does it all. Brentech is your Ring Pro partner and smart home automation solutions provider. Brentech can handle Microsoft 365 support and even Starlink. Visit brentech.ms. That's brentech.ms. IT solutions that work.
Welcome to the Clay Edwards Show. More adrenaline.
You know, it's a pretty interesting time to be alive. What's the saying? May the times you live in be interesting. We have accomplished that.
And more testosterone for your morning drive.
When you know you've got a problem, how about tell people and be honest? What's going on?
Going to war on cancel culture and bringing the spotlight on issues and topics from around the city of Jackson.
I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
No one else wants to talk about.
The whole system is corrupt and evil. It's unreal, and they don't care. And everybody knows that. It's just sad.
And fights for the soul of America.
I'm going to need y'all to explain to me what a positive solution is, because you positive solutions only people have been in charge for a while now, and I'm not seeing too many positive solutions.
You never met a motherfucker like me.
Strap in, turn up the volume, and get ready, Jackson, for unfiltered, no sugar added talk radio. It's award-winning podcaster Clay.
Boom goes La Dynamite. It's hour 2 of the most incendiary show on the RADIO, the Clay Edwards Show. 103.9 FM, WYAB, streaming worldwide on the Mazda Jackson live stream at SaveJXN on YouTube, X, and of course, Rumble. You can always check out Mazda Jackson online at MazdaJackson.com. All right, I want to introduce y'all real quick to a new partner here on the show. And I'm so excited about this because I've been friends with this guy. I'm 48 for 35 years. No, 34 years. I've known this guy since I was 14 years old. Gosh, dang, I can't believe it's been 34 years. Marty Cowden. And I mean, and we have stayed in contact for 34 years. We have been friends for 34 years. And there's some, you go years without talking to people at times. That just happens. Life happens. But we've been in constant communication for a long time. And he's friends with my dad as well. He's about a year or two older than me, but he took over Cowden Electric from his father, Jim. It was called Jim Cowden Electric. They've been in business in Jackson for 2 generations now, probably 50 years at least. Marty's been doing it for 30. So his dad passed away a couple years ago, but Marty's been running the business forever. It's just Cowden Electric now. He just kind of shortened it a little bit, make it easier for folks to remember. It's easier to remember one name instead of 2, right? And look, he's good, folks. I'm so excited to have him on here. I've been needling him for like 5 years, man. You need to advertise. And finally, we saved him enough money on his insurance for Jamie Creel that he decided he'd do some advertising with me. That's a true story. Thank you, Jamie Creel, for making that happen. Thank you for saving my guy some money. Now, if you need some electrical work, all joking aside, I just want to let y'all know, man, like I'm really excited about this one. We're really excited to have Marty and Cowden Electric and his family on board here as part of the Clay Edwards Show family. And look, they can handle all of your service calls. That's not going to be a problem. Any of your little basic stuff, anything you need done. They can do new construction. They can do repairs. They can do remodels. Service work, repair work, remodels, rewire homes, new construction, LED lighting. No job too small. But here's what we really want to focus on as we approach tornado season and then hurricane season here. They can do generators. You know, we hadn't had a generator sponsor on this show in a while. And that was something that unfortunately did not end very well last time we had a generator sponsor, but you know, it can't help that. I don't co-sign, just absolutely rubber stamp co-sign on a lot of people, but I do Marty Cowden and Cowden Electric based on our 34-year friendship and relationship. If you need a generator hooked up to your house, you need to go to cowdenelectric.com. COWDEN electric.com. Make sure I got it right there. My phone my text message keeps defaulting back to the regular screen every time I pull it up here. Yeah, cowdenelectric.com. It's just that simple. They can do the big generators. They can supply them. Or if you've got a smaller generator, say you've gone to Home Depot or somewhere and got you a generator, and you just need the hookups on your house so you can just plug it in, they can do that too. You don't have to buy the big generator from them. You know, as long as you got, you know, depending on how much stuff you want to run. So don't feel like you got to go spend $15,000, $20,000, $10,000, whatever on a big home generator. You can go get your own small one, portable, as they're called, and get the hookups done by Marty and them at Cowden Electric. That's something even, you know, I don't own my home, but I'm even considering just kind of making that investment into my panel, my electrical panel there. What's it called? Electrical panel, breaker box. This is the word I'm looking for. I'm thinking about making that investment just because, you know what, your boy don't like being without power. I got a fireplace. It's not completely insufferable in the winter. During the summer, there's the only thing that works in the summer is air conditioning. All I need is 3 things: air conditioning, cold beer, and internet. I can do ice will take care of one of those. I need a generator for the other 2. Y'all check them out, man. We're going to be telling you a lot about them. Every ad read won't be 3, 4, 5 minutes like this, but I just wanted to introduce them and let you know that we're going to be talking a lot about them as we move forward. That's Cowden Electric, locally owned, locally operated, 2 generations right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Good folks, man. So excited. OG South Jackson guy, man. Marty used to have the lowriders and stuff back in the day. I still to this day, I mean, every lowrider that I had, he had a Toyota lowrider with a little extra cab Toyota, like an 84, 85 model. It was blue, had a snug top. Like that was the first lowrider ever I think I rode in. And so like that first one burned my brain up a little bit. So like every lowrider I had after that was judged on Marty's little lowrider. My first Toyota, I got a Toyota because Marty had a Toyota. You know, so we just go way back is my point here. I'm really excited to have them on, man. All right. Let's we don't call it the most incendiary radio show in America for no reason, do we? Let's get started, shall we? If you want to call in, and something tells me somebody's going to want to call in. The phone line is 601-879-0002. But first, so Gavin Newsom, he's going to be the Democrat, most likely the Democrat front runner for the presidential race in the presidential race in 2028. So he was in Atlanta over the weekend. If you're just tuning in, Gavin Newsom, well, look, black people, he's stupid just like you. Don't get mad at me. I didn't say it. He said it.
You know, I'm like you. I'm no better than you.
You hear how he slows down when he does it too? Just make sure you can understand.
You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in. You know.
So he can't read. That's what he's telling us. He's just like you black people. He can't read. He's a 960. Now, I know there's a lot of stupid people out there that heard he was a 960 and think, oh, dang, he's got really good credit. He ain't like me. He ain't like me. Because I'm going to be lying if I said that's not what I thought he was saying first. No, like, no, Clay, the highest credit score possible is an 850. It don't go no higher than that. 850. No, is it? No, it's 901. 900 is the highest you go. It goes to 900. I've only seen one in my 15 years in the car business. I've only seen one. Anyway, but I was like, is he talking about credit? He ain't like them. He's talking about credit. Anyway, so but so he says he can't read. I'm just like, y'all, I can't read. I have dyslexia. Well, hold on. Because if you if you go back a little bit here, when he was talking to white people on his podcast, because that's right, he after the Manosphere podcast whooped Kamala's butt during the 2024 election cycle with with Donald Trump going on Joe Rogan and all these red pill podcasts, the Democrats were like, well, we need a Joe Rogan. We need a Joe Rogan. Well, y'all used to have a Joe Rogan. What was his name? What was that guy's name that was like Joe Rogan, that was a Democrat that had a podcast? It was Joe Rogan. You had Joe Rogan. So they said, who's the manliest Democrat of them all? Gavin Newsom, the alpha male of the species. Gavin Newsom. So they got Gavin to start a podcast, and we can do a whole rant about that at some point. But anyway, look, this is when he's code switching, is what they call it in the hood. It's what the culture calls it, code switching. So Gavin's code switching. I've been known to do a little code switching too, but mine's more like from this to redneck hick when I'm having to talk to redneck hicks. And I love redneck hicks. Don't take it the wrong way, but I got to slow it down a little bit with some of them. Anyway, let's hear him talk about his reading proficiency, not illiteracy.
You've written a hell of a book, and I don't say that lightly. I went through it in a quick hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And trust me, I don't read very fast, but it reads at an unbelievable pace. It's so well written. And of course, it's so familiar because I felt a little bit adjacent to so much of the subject matter, but it's 18 chapters. It's an impressive piece of work, 263 or so pages.
So he read a 260-page book in an hour and a half. Now, I mean, did I just imagine what he said in this video? I mean, did he not just say that he can't read? That he's just like you black people?
I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy.
Real quick, I did go to my Grokulator and I typed in, what is the average SAT score? It's like 1,026 or 1,056 or something as of the most recent batch of SATs.
And, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
I'm just like y'all. Now, you know what does make him, now I got to be 100% serious here. He's such a lizard person, by the way, but he's really good at what he does, except in this right here, in this scene right here. What makes him good is he can ad lib. He doesn't have to read a speech. So it makes him feel more authentic, even though he's just making it up as he goes. Never forget that debate he did with Ron DeSantis for absolutely no reason. It was like the presidential losers debate that him and DeSantis did. Was it on Hannity? And he just sat there and knowingly, bold-faced, just lied about like Joe Biden's mental acuity, or it was either that or it was Kamala Harris being smart, or it was something really, really bad. And he just sat there and just bold-faced lied with a straight face, knowing he was lying. It was almost comical how bad he was lying. And he did it with a straight face. I know he wanted to laugh because he knew he was full of crap. So let's see here, man. Like I said, I know I said it at the end of the last hour, but black folks, I'm gonna need y'all to stand up on this. Let's take a call here on the phone line this morning. Hey, brother, what's up?
Hey, Clay. Sorry, my phone's cracking a little bit. Yeah, so this moron was trying to relate to everyone, and what he was able to pull off was a Joe Biden backhand to minorities. Whereas Joe told them they just flat out weren't black, Gavin told them they were pretty much so dumb that they had to identify with him because that's the only choice they had. So what I'm wanting to see is the same backlash. I want to see the Breakfast Club because this happened in Atlanta, right?
It did. I mean, he went right into Bad Street, Atlanta, GA, and just pimp slapped them right on their mama's front porch.
Yeah, where are all these guys that on the Breakfast Club or whatever that big
that's it.
Show is? Yeah,
Charlemagne, the guy.
I want to see him explain this one away. You know, I want to see him interview Steve and ask him if he's going to start another party over this deal and all this kind of stuff. I want to see Whoopi try to explain this one away. So I can't wait for that one. But just so you know, this normal guy that's trying to identify with regular people, 960 type people, y'all realize this moron was born in San Francisco, has never left the state of California. He was a board member, a supervisor, mayor, governor, all that stuff. He's never left that area of the country. Went to a private Christian university. So exactly who's he trying to identify with if he calls that normal?
He's just lying, brother. He's just lying. He's code switching, as they call it. I mean, all you got to do is a quick Google search of the guy and know that he wasn't raised like that. Like he was like raised up in Compton, riding around doing drive-bys out of the back of a 64 Impala with Easy-E or something. I was raised in the hood. It's like the people from Madison.
They tried to toughen him up.
It's like the people
they tried to toughen him up and gave him a few speeches where he threw out a few cuss words. Really, like you said, make him the man part of the party. And then they realized, well, he's not pulling that off too well, so let's just try to go populist mode. Never mind the fact that he's already going to get 90% of the black vote, or the people of color, as they call everybody now.
POC.
Which last time I checked, white was a color, so I think I'm a person of color. I'm just saying.
Well, we got a bunch of videos of Democrats being racist that we're going to play here in the next segment. So I think you're going to enjoy it. And then we're going to play a game called What Else Could He Have Said to Black People that would have meant the same thing? And I think people are going to enjoy this segment. This is all things I got off the internet, by the way. So it's going to be good. Going to be good. All right, brother. You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, bye. If you want to call in, 601-879-0002. Let's not forget the time that Joe Biden, there's only 8 seconds. Let's not forget the time Joe Biden said, well, I'll just let you tell him. I'll let him tell you what he said.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Oh,
let's
do it one more time.
This notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
And he's saying it standing in front of a wall that's got these signs on it that says Asian and Latino Coalition PAC. Because you're poor doesn't mean you're not as bright as the white kids. Oh, you mean dang it, white privilege strikes again. The supremacy strikes back. We'll be right back on the Clay Edwards Show.
.1039 WYAB.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
Here at Lake and Glass and Tint, we've become well known for two things: window tint and windshields. Now, when it comes to window tint, you already know that we're the go-to for home, car, and office. And as always, we offer free consultations. So if you're in the need of window tint or windshields, give us a call, 601-946-1000. Check us out on Facebook or Instagram or at lakeandglassandtint.com. Lake and Glass and Tint, where quality matters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
When leaks, clogs, or cold showers slow you down, call on Anglin Plumbing, the plumbing experts who get the job done right the first time. Leaky faucet, sink, or toilet? Need a water heater installed? Call on Anglin Plumbing. You can always trust Anglin's reliable and hardworking technicians. Don't let plumbing headaches ruin your day. Call on Anglin Plumbing Service to get it fixed. And you can be a part of the team. Anglin Plumbing is now hiring. Learn more about Anglin Plumbing at anglinplumbing.com.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcats!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, at Shelter Insurance and see why Forbes has rated us #1 in the world.
Your pool should be something you enjoy, not something you fight with. Hi, I'm Darren with Elite Pools. At Elite Pools, we do more than just service. We take care of everything your pool needs, from your routine maintenance to your full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. If your pool needs a little attention or a fresh start, then Elite Pools can bring it back to life. Visit Elite Pools online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Or give us a call. At Elite Pools, we keep you swimming.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repair? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
When it's time to get serious about work-ready equipment, come see me, Noah Sullivan, at H&H Chief Sales in Carthage. From rugged Big Tex trailers to durable CM and Legend X truck beds, H&H has what your truck needs to work harder and last longer. For the field, H&H carries reliable ag equipment from Salford, New Leader, and Chandler. Visit H&H Chief Sales in Carthage today or anytime at hhchiefsales.com. H&H, quality equipment, knowledgeable service, and solutions that work as hard as you do.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show on WYAB. Or let me say it properly. 1039 FM WYAB. Streaming worldwide on the Mazda Jackson live stream from inside the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios, or as we're calling it now, MVP Men's Clinic by Men's Health. Get out there. Take advantage of the free testosterone screening, 601-800-5130. Text Clay, and they're going to get you on the calendar this week. I hope. You hope. You need it. Your life depends on it. Okay, that may be a little bit extreme, but you'll wonder how you lived without it once you get on it. Hey, real quick, Anglin Plumbing. Well, the name says it all, doesn't it? You need some plumbing? Anglin Plumbing's got you taken care of. New construction, remodels, service calls, water heaters, dishwasher disposals, clogged toilets, new toilets. They got you covered at Anglin Plumbing. Big crew, 7 or 8 trucks out on the road. They can get you taken care of. Also, they're hiring. They are always hiring at Anglin Plumbing. He's looking to grow. He needs to keep some good folks working for him. You good with your hands? Are you a quick learner? Is AI potentially going to replace your job? Maybe just tired of your job. Get into plumbing now. You're going to be making $100,000 in the next couple of years. I can't guarantee it, but I know some guys that are making $100,000 2-3 years into this thing. But everybody's different. Your work ethic. You can teach a lot of things. You know what you can't teach? Work ethic. You can learn how to get better at it if you got it. But if you got the work ethic, you want to jump ahead of the curve, You don't want to have to go to a trade school, spend a year or 2 years learning a trade and then taking on a little debt, which I still recommend that for most things. Look, Dylan Anglin is willing to train you while paying you $50,000 and up a year, depending on experience. So reach out to him now. Anglin, that's ANGLIN plumbing.com, located right there in Pearl, Mississippi. You won't regret it. That's a good career. And if you need him, reach out to him for any plumbing needs. AnglinPlumbing.com or just Google Anglin Plumbing. All right. The Ellis Autoplex text line, 769-241-1944. The phone line, 601-879-0002. Did I say that slow enough for the Democrats in the back? Do I need to slow it down a little bit more for the Democrats? Y'all just let me know. I can. Governor Tate Reeves has replied to Gavin Newsom. So Gavin, let's see here. Let's see if I say all this right. Sean Hannity tweeted a video out of Gavin Newsom, and it says, well, if he tweets the video of Newsom telling black people they're stupid and can't read, and he's just like them. I do believe he's stupid and can't read, but I don't think that that's representative of black people, by the way. But I do think it's he wasn't lying. He is a 968 SAT guy. He is an idiot. He's also a lizard person. It's kind of like a transformer, a shapeshifter. But anyway, Sean says, Gavin Newsom thinks a 960 SAT makes him like black Americans. Let that sink in. And then Gavin says, he says a cuss word on the internet, y'all. He says, you didn't give an S about the president of the United States of America posting an ape video of President Obama and calling African nations S-holes. But you're going to call me racist for talking about my lifelong struggle with dyslexia? Oh, now what is disableism? Ableism? Now we're ableist? Dyslexia. Shut up. Anyway, but Tate Reeves chimed in way faster than he normally does. Normally he'd have had to do 2 weeks of polling and robocalls to see if the people of Mississippi wanted him to clap back on Gavin Newsom. This is how I know he don't run his social media. But it says, this seems like a good time to remind you that a black student in Mississippi is 2.5 times more likely to read proficiently by the 4th grade than if he or she lived in California. We'd be happy to send you one of our reading coaches to assist you, Gavin Newsom. Learning, see, he missed a great opportunity to put leering there. Learning is a lifelong journey, and you might achieve some of the gains that our black 4th graders have. Incidentally, one nice feature of increased literacy is that you do not have to fall back on vulgarity to seem passionate. Let me know. Now, I am just wildly curious what the comments say here because Twitter X is a dumpster fire. So let's see together, because I haven't done this yet. Let's read these comments. John T. Ford says African nations are S-holes, and with arguable exception of Egypt, with the arguable exception of Egypt. See, I'm the one that can't read here. Says, what's racist about saying that? And by the way, before I go any further, African nations are third world hellholes. There is no shining Wakanda on the hill there to point to and say, they did it right. That's really the blueprint right there. Hell, there's not even a predominantly African-American city in this country that we can point to and say, man, you know, they got it right. That was it. That was the way. That's what we should have done. That doesn't exist. Not because they're African, but because, unfortunately, so many blacks are Democrats. And Democrat death culture has run rampant through their communities. And everybody starts you get a 501c3, you get a 501c3, you get a 501c3, and everybody's just pillaging from the 501c3s or churches. Jonathan Allen, who goes by Jay Allen, who we still believe is a Democrat operative. He just changed his name now from trying to get that judge confirmed by Cindy Hyde-Smith is now running against Cindy Hyde-Smith. Scott Cologne. It was a confirmed Scott Cologne. He's the DA up there in Starkville that's running for running as a Democrat against Cindy Hyde-Smith. He says, sounds like you should prioritize the Delta and Southwest Mississippi for investment in economic development, yet your spending is mostly limited to white areas of the state instead. You passed the Literacy Act 13 years ago, and all the young people need jobs, not just the white kids. Now, here's the thing. These companies choose where they want to go. They need to go where there is a workforce available. Workforce availability. It ain't in the Delta. It ain't about nothing to do with race. Anyway. Downtown Ferry says, Governor Tate for the win. AC Griffin says, shout out to AC. Says, Tate, do you condone the vulgarity of the president? I'll hang up and wait for a response. MAGA Mom, this is amazing. I was really expecting to see more anger out of the white liberals on X here. Latencies Impact More says, all right, when is there going to be a black governor, a black DA, a black judge, a black legislature? Are you telling me most Mississippi blacks prefer you to rule them rather than a black? We have all those things. We literally have all those things except governor. Now, find a black Republican and run them as governor, and they might win. They'll definitely win if they win the primary. Well, 100% win if they win the primary. I mean, should we tell them about the black DA in Jackson? Should we tell them about the black legislators in Jackson, especially the one that didn't tell anybody he was gay after he won and then made this whole press conference about now he's the first openly gay state legislator? But yeah, because you waited till after you won to tell everybody you were gay. Because you probably, to be honest, you probably wouldn't have won if you had told everybody you were gay on the front end. I guess you kind of got a thing about waiting for the back end, huh? Oh, I didn't say that. Anyway, let's shift gears here. Well, we're not shifting gears. Let's just go to another video. Let's get back to Democrats being racist, white Democrats saying very racist things to black people and black people doing nothing about it. Here's Hillary Clinton on the aforementioned Breakfast Club that my last caller mentioned.
He said, no, she has to go.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce. Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now? Hot sauce. Hot sauce in my bag, Swag?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yes.
Now, listen, I just want you to know people are going to see this and say, okay, she's pandering to black people again.
Now, furthermore, I would have called her on it. Let's see it. And B, well, that's A. And then B, I owned a restaurant in Jackson, Mississippi, in downtown Jackson, a nightclub and a restaurant. I served lunch. I served dinner. I did late nights, the whole things. Never, not one time, did a single black customer. My customers were overwhelmingly black. Not one time did a black person, male or female, because a lot of black males have purses now. I don't know why, but none of them pulled out their own dang hot sauce. Not little individual packets, not a bottle, not nothing. Not one time.
Okay. Is it working?
Yeah.
I'm dancing for y'all. I'm dancing. Is it working? I'm dancing. Talk about lizard people. What's his name? Gavin Newsom. And what was this? 2000. This is Breakfast Club. What was this? Was this during the 2016 race here? Or would this have been like 08? Or 08 when she was running against Obama in the primaries. Anyway.
Seriously, hot sauce.
Her and Gavin remind me a lot of each other in the same timeline.
I've been eating a lot of hot sauce. A lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
That's why you're coughing. You may need to slow down.
I
On
need, yeah, I'm having a rebellion against it because I think it keeps my immune system strong. I really do. I think hot sauce is good for you in moderation. Let's not go.
I just like it.
Well, my grandmother used to say, "Go in hot, go out hot." So just be.
So I'm just curious. Should we have just all eaten hot sauce during COVID? You think that would have helped our immune systems during COVID, Hillary, or do we all need to get the experimental vaccine? Let's take a break real quick, come back, and we got more videos like this. And again, I've come up with a list of things that Democrats would say to black people, just like what Gavin Newsom said, and they wouldn't think it was racist. We'll be right back here on the Clay Edwards Show.
.1039 WYAB.
This is Central Mississippi's Stimulating Talk.
1039 WYAB. Pocahontas, Jackson.
Hey, Rankin County, swing by the locally owned and award-winning 042 Wine and Spirits on Highway 80 next to Sonny's Barbecue in Brandon today. We've got one of the largest selections around with over 200 bourbons and whiskeys to ignite your taste buds, more than 50 vodkas, 50-plus tequilas, 30-plus rums, and ready-to-drink cocktails, as well as premium scotches. And get this, we've got over 400 wines in stock for the perfect pairing anytime. Discover your new favorites today at 042 Wine and Spirits right next to Sonny's Barbecue, Highway 80, Cross Gates, Brandon.
For decades, you've known the name Martin's for good times, great food, and the best live music. Now that's happening at 2 locations, downtown Jackson and Livingston. Check the websites, martinslivingstonms.com and martinsdowntownjxn.com for the many special events and live music lineups. You can chill with friends on the big patio at the Livingston location and enjoy the blue plate lunches and nightly drink specials. Martin's, downtown and Livingston.
The new year is off to a fast start, but you can't keep up if your vehicle is sidelined. Get to Mazda of Jackson and take advantage of these super deals before time runs out. Get 1.9% financing for 63 months on all 2025 Mazda CX-5s and 2026 CX-90s, CX-50s, and Mazda 3s with approved credits, and get 1-year maintenance included in your new vehicle purchase. Don't wait another minute to experience Mazda's exhilarating performance, top-notch safety, and reliability online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit I-55 Frontage Road.
Men, if you answer yes to any of these questions, you could be suffering from low testosterone. Do you have low sex drive? ED, always tired, depressed, loss of muscle mass, obese, loss of focus and drive? You, my friends, need to get your numbers checked. Check out Men's Health of Mississippi, located in Madison, Mississippi, and online at menshealthms.com. Guys, get your numbers checked today. Trust me, she'll thank you for it. I promise. menshealthms.com. Men's Health of Mississippi.
Ladies, tired of running on empty, sleepless nights, mood swings, stubborn weight, skin that has lost its glow? It is not just getting older. It is your body begging for help. Hey, y'all, I'm Morgan at Women's Wellness of Mississippi. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, we bring it all together. Hormone therapy, medical weight loss, and the latest, greatest aesthetic treatments like facials, lasers, Botox, and so much more. This is where wellness and beauty meet so that you can feel amazing inside and out. At Women's Wellness of Mississippi, the best version of you is waiting right around the corner.
For over 15 years, A1 Gear and Auto has been your hometown specialist for your auto repair and maintenance needs. From brake repair to placement to radiators, engines, starters, alternators, heat, and AC water pumps, and more, A1 will get your vehicle back up and running and on the road and in a timely manner. A1 is one of the only shops in the metro that specializes in rear differentials, rear ends, and rings and pinions. Call today to set up an appointment, or if you got questions, at 601-939-1060. A1 Gear and Auto, your hometown vehicle specialist.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Broadcasting live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi studios. This is the Clay Edwards Show.
Welcome back in to the Clay Edwards Show. This segment brought to you by friends over at Elite Pools. That's right. I know it's cold today, but it's warming up outside after today, and it's going to be in the 70s for the foreseeable future, which could take us right into summertime, or at least solid springtime. That means it's pool time. They're going to be pool time. So look, don't wait till it's pool time to get your pool ready. You know my old saying, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Stay ready with Elite Pools. Look, Darren Sollick's the owner. You can visit them online at elitepoolsms.com. That's elitepoolsms.com. Elite Pools can handle anything your pool needs, from routine maintenance to full repairs, upgrades, and even complete transformations. They'll even build the pool for the right customer that understands that they don't do budget installs. They do custom high-end pools. But you got to talk to him about that. But he did tell me that. So if you need one built, and I don't want to say money ain't a thing, but if you're not trying to be super budget conscious and you let him do it the right way, where he can warranty it like he wants to, consider Elite Pools for that too. But have that conversation. If he's got time, he may be able to do it. If not, he'll refer you to somebody who can do a good pool. Just throwing that out there. But look, Elite Pools can bring your old pool back to life. Is your pool water green? Call Elite Pools before you even think about adding a single chemical to it. It could be a range of other issues like your filter, your water flow, or even the sand type you're using. And kind of in closing here, Elite Pools is an exclusive dealer of Jandy. What is that? Jandy equipment, which comes complete with a 3-year parts and labor warranty, which is a guarantee that most companies do not make in this space. Also, Elite Pools uses Merlin liners, which are 100% made in America and made in the USA vinyl. Look, these guys even work after hours when the other guys will not. You can visit them online today, elitepoolsms.com, elitepoolsms.com. All right. I got a couple other topics I want to hit, but I do want to close out with some of these videos on white Democrats thinking black people are stupids. Thinking the blackses are stupids. Because they continuously call us the racist. And all we want to do is just everybody work hard, do better, make more money. Don't kill each other, act right. Accountability is not racism. Constructive criticism is not racism. I mean, I can't imagine the absolute blue hair on fire, weave on fire, Jerry curl on fire reaction the libs would be having today if Donald Trump had said, I'm just like y'all, I can't read either, to a room full of black people in Atlanta. They would have stormed the stage. It would have been a mutiny at the Bounty. But here's Hillary Clinton talking to black people, and of course, Kamala Harris, who is not black, talking to black people.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
Now, this is what we call code switching.
I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024.
2024. She couldn't even say faux. She just couldn't do it, could she? She could not quite get that faux out, could she? Let's see. There's one more I got that I saved early this morning on my way in here. Now, y'all remember Governor Hochul from up there in New York? Governor Hochul doesn't believe that black folks are familiar with these devices called computers. Now, she did not win an election. She got appointed. Then I think she ended up winning an election, but she got appointed governor.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world to open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions.
Let's say one more time.
Young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word a computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And
It's just they don't know, guys. I mean, look, Democrats are experts on Democrats. I mean, I didn't know that black kids didn't know what computers were. I don't know who the hell I've been arguing with online for the last 8 years, 10 years is with black profile names and images and all this stuff. But apparently I was misled. It's the white supremacy bots pretending to be ghetto black people arguing with white people to make black people look bad. Is that what's going on? Did she just accidentally pull the curtain back, let us see behind the fourth wall? Have we been getting played? Well, this black guy, I have a video here actually of a black man discovering a computer for the first time. Now, I know if you're on the radio, you're not going to appreciate this quite as much, but I'll try to narrate it for you here. We're in an apartment, and there's a flat screen TV on the wall or a video superimposed, and this black man comes crawling in on all
A lot of
fours.
people don't know how to register.
Oh, this is actually Joe Biden. I'm sorry, this is Joe Biden saying the same dumb thing that Hochul said.
A lot of people don't know how to register. Not everybody in the community, the Hispanic and the African American community, particularly in rural areas that are distant and or inner city districts, know how to get online to determine how to get in line for that COVID vaccine.
Oh, this is so good. The black guy running around on all fours like he's discovering fire for the first time. And he opens the laptop and he jumps back like 10 feet, like, wow. Oh, man, I love it when black folks are in on the joke. I do. I love y'all. I could never hate black people. I just can't stand Democrats. I can't stand them. My hatred for Democrats has nothing to do with your race. It has to do with just your morals. And if you're a Democrat, well, you are stupid. I don't know any other way to say it. Use a Democrat, use stupid. There just ain't no other way to say it. And there's some other folks calling for Gavin Newsom to resign, to step down as governor of California, but on some other reasons. What was that reason here? I had it pulled up. I ain't gonna play the video. It's 3 minutes long. It says it's official. Gavin Newsom is facing calls to resign his office because his elderly parole program is about to dump a convicted child abuser into the community. The Sacramento sheriff says, quote, "How is it okay to let him out? This is a betrayal." Yeah. So guys, I had another topic I was wanting to hit and I've run out of time, but we're just going to do a quick rapid fire here. The school choice people are just an absolute cult. And there's no other way to say it. They are an absolute death cult. House Republicans in Kentucky are now acting like House Republicans and GOP leadership in Mississippi by making school choice their number one priority. It's HB1. Now, here's the thing here. They voted on this in Kentucky. All 120 counties in the state voted against it with over 1.3 million votes. It really begs the question, who or what or who is driving the GOP's cult-like obsession with school choice? I refer to it now, they're the school choice Illuminati. But Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman in Kentucky tweeted this out or put it on Facebook or whatever. It says, for the 1,302,466 Kentuckians who voted against school choice voucher, against school vouchers a little more than a year ago, how does it feel to know that the House Republicans' number one priority with HB1 this season is to ignore the voice of the voters after all 120 counties just overwhelmingly voted against it? And it goes back to what I've been saying about this school choice thing. They are damned and determined to tell me and you that they're smarter than us. Why does that sound familiar? But at least Gavin Newsom says I'm as dumb as y'all. The GOP thinks they're all smarter than the rest of us, and they know what's best for us. And in Kentucky, they put it on the dang ballot, and it lost all 120 counties, and it's still their number one priority in their legislative session. Obamacare is more popular amongst conservatives than school choice. We'll be right back to land the plane for the day. I want to show you all this other thing before we get out of here today. Two things during the break here. This was 1 year ago. Not 1 year ago. This was 4 years ago. Back in 2022. One of my proudest moments. One of my achievements. The top one is the Trans Kids Belong billboard that was in Pearl there in front of the Bass Pro Shops. I got so tired of seeing that every morning. You can tell I took the picture there. It's sunrise there. You can tell in the background. I was so tired of seeing it. I found the company. Mayor Jake did too. I mean, he tried to get it taken down. I found the company, and they're tied in with that blip system where you can go in and outbid and buy the space on it. I put in the highest bid, and I bought the damn space and outbid the Trans Kid Belongs people, and I replaced it with a Clay Edwards Show billboard. Now, the picture I'm showing, that is the AI generated version of it, where you build your logo and put it up there. I was never able to get like a good solid picture of it. I'm driving down the interstate, right? I pulled over one morning and kind of got one. But anyway, we did replace the Trans Kid Belong with the Clay Edwards Show billboard, and I'm damn proud of it. That picture right there got my original Facebook page nuked. All I did was post this picture and said we replaced the sign. And lefties from all over America discovered my page. I guess it got recommended to them, thinking it was something good because it's about transes, and they nuked my page. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to fall on the sword for what's right. Sometimes you got to fall on the sword for what's right. Think about getting the billboard again. How about this here in closing? Just yesterday, I found out that Floyd Mayweather's broke. He's lost over $1.3 billion he has blown through. That's how much money he's made just boxing. He's only 48 years old. He ain't even 50 years old yet, and he has blown through over $1 billion. And there were some rumors that he was looking to unretire, not an exhibition fight, but unretire and do a big fight. And one of the names that got floated was, in fact, Pacquiao. Well, it got announced yesterday that you're getting Mayweather, Pacquiao 2 at the Sphere in Vegas on Netflix, live Saturday, September 19th. Do you care? I'll be honest, I didn't really care to see a Mayweather Pacquiao 2. I really like to see Mayweather get in there with Bud Crawford, but he'd get his ass whooped. So I don't know. The first fight wasn't that good. We found out I think Pacquiao had a broke hand. We'll see. I'm going to watch it either way. Hell, I would order it if it wasn't on Netflix. So who am I to sit here and judge? I love that Netflix is coming in and dropping all this money on these big fights, making these dream fights. If you're a fight fan, you got to like it. I was going to talk about it last week and just ran out of time, but you got Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey under Jake Paul's MVP fight promotion banner, having a MMA fight in a cage on Netflix. 10 years too late, but they're both still in great shape, and I don't care. It's a dream fight that I never got to see that I want to see. So looking forward to that. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I love big fights. Love them. I don't care how old the people in it. Hell, Tyson's coming back and fighting again. They just hadn't announced it yet. So, all right, y'all don't go anywhere. I'm keeping y'all to the end of the show. We're almost back from the break. I'm listening to the commercial here in my ear. You know what? There really isn't any reason to keep y'all. All I'm going to do is say bye. I'll see y'all over here. Welcome back into the Clay Edwards Show. I was trying to tell my online audience goodbye. I showed them a few bonus clips that I couldn't show y'all. Y'all can go check out the YouTube, fast forward to the very end, and you'll see what they got to see. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. They're going to run it back in September on Netflix. If you're listening on the radio, Chip Matthews up next. Y'all be blessed. See you tomorrow.